I encourage all of the American Indian people, find as much information about your people and their history, their oral history, and preserve it. Even your family history. Where did your parents and your grandparents come from? You know, what is the name that they went by? What is their place of birth? And information like that is so very important to preserve and to understand that is your identity. And it's important to know your Native American origin and your identity. Dinle tada kohdi at kedashi e hidi kat kohde di kat belastai the nedas le shi e hakedat inde huche e hidi kat tlada tapetin ketna hada da nifata ako e da te kishidi ko hanebeda di ti hashin sogoshi bengata huit net ole. We're at a location down in the what they call the Montezuma Castle area. And there are some ruins on that down in this area that are places where people who became Dene lived at one time. And today, many of them, of course, still remain, and some never became Dene. But our people, of course, when they became Dene, they became known by where they originated from. So we have people that we call Tsatlga. But in English, of course, people know them better as Apache and Ketlaha as the Yavapai type people. And there are different bands of the Wallapai, the Yavapai, the other types of groups and that are pretty much similar. And they all live down pretty much in what is now the Grand Canyon, and we call it Batahadat Kedahatini. And that was the people that lived down in the Grand Canyon itself. But all of them have history. And all of the Dene people had a lot of different clan families and that became Dene. But these clan families and groups came from miles away. And sometimes it took them many months to get here, to be among Dene, or to come to the place called the Netha. And here it is that some of them were pretty much more local. And so people that became Dene, sometimes their clan families are called Tchekina or Kinchachini. And some people, of course, are still among us that never became Dene. And such people as people that are Hopi or Tewa or some of the other Pueblo groups of people in the Southwest. But there are many that became Dene. And so when anthropologists or some of these people say, where did all of the Sinagua people go? Where did all the Magayon people go? Where did the Hohokam people go? And these people that they say just vanished. They did not just vanish. They became Dene. And at one time, there were over 147 different clan families in that. And all of them have their origin in very different places. And so this is only one of the places and one of the sites where we have people that came from this area. And I always think of the Apache people, some of the songs and that they sing, which is the place where their origin and their storytelling comes from. And there's a part of a song that I heard sung often, and it's to say something like, and that means to me, we came from a place up in the rocks, or we came from the rock. And Tadapan means Tadapan is from the face of the rock or from the place of the rocks. And so they tell of their origin in songs and ceremonies and various stories and that. And I encourage all of the American Indian people, find as much information about your people and their history, their oral history, and preserve it. Even your family history. Where did your parents and your grandparents come from? You know, what is the name that they went by? What is their place of birth? Information like that is so very important to preserve and to understand that is your identity. And it's important to know your Native American origin and your identity. And the people that I just named, you know, the Apache people, the Yavapai, Wallapai, all of the other native people on this continent. You need to take serious your stories of your old people. Don't let other people, some of them make up stories about some of the origin of our people, and it's confusing to our younger generation, and they don't need to be confused. And of course, during the time when people were of one group, some of them became unhappy being a part of that group, and they left, they split up. But the languages are similar, the teachings are similar, and so it is important to know these things. And the only way you can learn them is to get it right from the source of the people that remember. And we need to be united in providing the correct history, the oral history, and the teachings of our people. And I encourage all Native American people or the American Indian people to do that. Take the time and learn the history. It is our individual identity as Native American people or as the American Indian. And I can do this and encourage you. And those are the things that I've been encouraged, and so those are the things I share with everyone.
Hey, thanks for watching our videos. If you like what you see, don't forget to subscribe and hit that notification bell so you never miss one of our uploads. Also, head over to our website, NavajoTraditionalTeachings.com. Sign up for our email list. Okay.